So this video is to provide you a visual way of seeing the instructions provided in this activity. So the first step asks you to use the angle tool to measure the angles at point E. When using the angle tool, you click on 3 points where the middle point will be letter E, since that's the vertex. There are two things that can happen. If I go point A to E to C, you'll notice that the angle is a reflex angle, and then the directions all the angles to be less than 180 degrees. So anytime this happens, undo. Click on the undo tool and go the other direction. So I want AEC, so I'm going to go CEA, and that will give me that angle. Now the move tool will allow me to move things around, so I would recommend as you're doing these angles that you place the angle in the right place, so that so later when you start moving the shape around, that the angles are where they're supposed to be, instead of this angle being, let's say, over to the right. So if I continue measuring angles, so CEA is kind of going clockwise, so I'm going to see if I continue doing clockwise, if this works. So this one didn't work this way, so undo it. So BEC, DEB, and AED. So if I move the shape around, for example, the angles are staying hopefully on the side where they're supposed to. Make sure that, for example, this is an acute angle. In my case, make sure that angle measurement is acute as well as this one. These are both obtuse angles. All right, next step asks you to use the point tool and place the point between D and E on the line. It should be point F. Third step asks you to use the parallel line tool. So you click on the point and the line. So not point and point, but point and the line. It will put in a parallel line. If you click on A and move point A or point B, the line itself through F is staying parallel to AB. Next step asks you to place a point to the left and to the right of F on the line. Make sure the points are attached to the line. So sometimes you might miss the line. So just kind of slide back and forth, verify they're actually attached to the line. Angle tool. You're going to be going through the same steps again. So you're going to click on the 3 points, and so I'm going to use E, F, G to get this angle. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put in all 3 angles. So there should only be a total of 8 angles. And then when you're finished, you're supposed to move point A and B as well as F. F will slide up and down. The one thing is, the way I set this up, if you get up to point F, the line disappears. And if you get past point D, you may get some angles that are not correct. So make sure you keep point F between D and E. That will at least give you the data that hopefully is correct. So make sure all your angles are less than 180. When you're finished that, they're asking you to look at the 2 questions and what appears to be true. And then based on the investigation, your conclusion, and then I'm asking you to finish these 2 pictures. You have a pen tool that you can click on. You can change the color of the pen if you like, but if you go ahead and actually write on the sketch, but you have different colors you can choose from, as well as the thickness of the pen that you want to write with. If you close this window here, and then it's a little bit easier to write. So at the end, make sure that when you make sure you're logged in to the activity. If you did not set up an account, make sure that you complete the activity before closing out, because once you close out, if you're not logged in, you're not allowed back into this activity. You have to start it all over again.